Hello everyone, welcome to Figma tips and tricks tutorial, and today I'm going to talk about pagination. So here I am creating a block which is having the different cards, and here in pagination we have the page numbers, next and previous. So generally for creating this pagination I'm not using the multiple layers to show and hide the different cards. So let's see the example here. Like here, the current page number is 1. While I tapping on the next, it's moving to the page 2 and then page 3. The same behavior while I clicking on the previous, it is coming back to 2 and 1. So let's see how to create the pagination with using variables and without creating multiple layers. We'll take here frame. So in this frame, we'll take the first number. So our first step to be create the numbers. So this block, and then we need a text. We'll say 1. So this one is the page number 1. Now the same way we need a active. So for that I will just duplicate this and keep it the same way here. So this is the active, and we'll say the name active 1. Now we'll give the color for active. So this is active 1, and next I'm going to group this, Control G, and we'll say page 1. Now I'm going to duplicate again to this to make the page number 2. So this will say as page 2, and here we can say active 2, and this we can say 2. Now I'm going to take another one which is a page 3, or whatever numbers you want, the page numbers you can have. So here page 3, and this one active 3, and next this will name it as a 3. So 3 thing is done. First I have taken the page number, so like page 1, and we have just added the active state. So while touching on this, it should be active. So for that reason we have taken the active state. Now next what we have to do, we'll go to the local variable and create here boolean, and we can say like active 1. So same duplicate, and we can say active 2, and duplicate this, and we can say here active 3. So now local variable is created, active 1, active 2, and active 3. So what next we need to do, this is the active 1 which I'm going to pass through the layer, because I'm going to hide this active 1, and below that we have the normal default state. So here we'll say active 1, it will be hidden, Now we'll come to the active 2 and we'll pass through the layer 2 and then the 3. So same way, active 3. So this work is done. Now I am giving the interaction here. So select the page 1 entire group, come to prototype, interaction, on click, add condition. So adding a condition here, we can say here if active 1 equal to false, because now it is in default state and in local variable I said active 1 is a false, so we have to make it active 1 true while I click on this. So active 1 is false, so what we need to do, set variable active 1 to true. So active 1 we made it true. Now we'll see this how it is working. So while I clicking on this, active 1 is getting true. So same way we have to make it for 2 and 3, but we need to make it 2 and 3 as a false. While active 1 is true, active 2 is false and active 3 is false. So here you can see here plus icon. So add nested action. So plus, click here, set variable active 2 false, and again come here, add nested action, set variable active 3 false. So once the 1 is true, 2 and 3 will be false. What we need to do, just copy this interaction and paste in 2. So page 2 entirely should be selected and Control V for pasting this, and the same way for the 3 also, Control V. So we'll select the page 2 interaction, and here we'll see the condition is if active 1 is false. So instead of active 1 we can say active 2, and here we have to make it active 2 true, and here we can say active 1 false and active 3 false. We'll come to the third interaction, page number 3, and here we need to say instead of active 1, active 3 false, and here we have to make it this active 3 true because we are in page number 3. So active 3 we have to make it true, select this true, and remaining should be false. So active 1 and active 2 will be false. Now we'll preview. So touching 1 or tapping or clicking on this, 1 is true, 2 is true, 3 is true. So first work is done with the page number 1, 2, 3 true. So overall I am using here the concept of radio, means 1 is true, then another 2 will be false, and if 2 is true, another 2 will be false. So let's move to the next page, which is like next and previous. So for that we'll create this, and just I will duplicate this one, or either we can go with the new one. Here we can say next. So first it will come previous, or either you can have the icon, or the entirely you can say previous, So in previous also we need a one active state. So just alt for duplicating this and have this. Now go to the design and make it this color. So here we have the previous, and this one, which is the active one, we can say previous active. And now we can group this and we can say previous. So entirely we can group and duplicate this and we can say next. So here we'll say next. So creating 1, 2, 3, it is a radio feature, but clicking on the button, we should have going one by one. How it will work, we have to think here. So how we can do that? Before that, going to the local variable and same, I will duplicate this variable and here we say the previous. So this previous active and duplicate this and we'll say instead of previous next. The same way we'll come here, pass through layer. So this is the previous one. So see here I have selected the entire group. So instead of entire group, I have to come to the active and then we have to pass through the active previous. The same way for next, select the active and then pass through next one. So next, what we need to do, going to the interaction. So now I'm going to select entire and we need a give the interaction, but how it will work. So tracking the page number, that is the one trick here to give the next and previous interaction. So for tracking the page number, we need a page number here. So I will create one more local variable and it will work very smoothly. So let's see, here I have given 0 and this is we can say current page, and this current page I need to add in local variable also. So come here and create one number which is say like a current page, and if you want to give 1 you can start with the 1, and this current page will pass here apply variable, so it will automatically come to 1. Now we have this number and we can track this. How? See here, select this and after selecting this we'll add the condition. So before adding the condition, I have this one. So once we click on the page 1, we should make it this one as a like a current page is 1. While I tap on this 2, it should be 2, and while I tap on this 3, it should be 3. So I will start with 1. So tapping on the page 1, it should be 1. So already it is 1, but overall we can say here. So here tap on this, click on this and set variable current page. just we have to say 1. Now the next, this again we'll add this and we'll set variable current page 2. The same way for page 3, current page, so set variable current page 3. Now we'll come to the previous, because now we have the current page number, so we can easily move around. So here previous is selected, entire group, and then come to this and the condition. So condition will say if current page equal to 2. So once if it is in 2, then it should come to the 1, and if it is in 3, means 3 is the active state, then it will come to the previous, which is 2. Excuse me. So here current page equal to 2. Now we need to set variable current page 1. So once it come to the page 1, what will happen? This 1 will be getting true, because it is here in condition. If it is in 2, then 1 will be the previous one and 1 will be true. So for that we'll set this. So set variable active 1 true and remaining all will be false. So here we'll add set variable active 2. Okay, so active 2 will be false and set variable active 3 will be false. So in current page 1, active 1 become true, active 2 false, active 3 false. Now the next condition, this is just for the current page 2. Now we are moving to the next condition. So for that we'll add the condition, and here if current page equal to 3, then we'll set variable current page equal to 2. So once it is in 3, it will come to the 2. Now again we'll set variable, so 2 will be the active one and it will be true. The next, set variable active 1 false, and again set variable active 3 false. So let's preview whether it is working right or wrong. So suppose we are in 3, it is coming to 1. It is working fine. We'll see again 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So next we have to see this. This is the previous one. Just we'll copy this interaction and paste for the next. But here just we need to consider if current page equal to 2, and then it will go to the current page 3 instead of 1, because it is going towards. So 2 come to 3, and then this 1 will go to 2. So 1 go to 2, it is all right, I think here, because we no need to update more. Active 2 true, and then this. So here we need to edit little update we need to do, like current page is 2, then it come to 3, so 3 will be true, so instead false we can say true, and this one will become false. Now we'll preview this. So we are in page 3, previous, and then next. So next step is just giving the hovering effect. Here, like this is the click. We can say instead of drag, we can say while hovering, and set variable active previous will be true. And while we remove our mouse, so mouse leave, we can say 2ms, and here we can set variable active pre false. So same we can do for the next. We can say while hovering, set variable active next true, and again we can say while mouse leave delay 2, and here we can say set variable active next false. Now we'll preview. So here 3 is the current page, so coming to the previous 2, 1, coming to the next, all working fine. So next what we need to do, this we can hide it, no issue with this, because we have to just need to track. So after hiding whether it is working or not, we'll see this. So I have selected 3, it is working fine. And if you want to make it any of the page numbers selected, which you can do with the local variable. So here is the design local variable, instead of false you can make it true, so it will become true. Let's see. So any of the number you can make it true, and it will be like a selected one or active one. So next is the content. So we need a content. For that you can use table or any like frame. So here I am going to use just one box, and it will say like first page. So select this and this. So this is the first page. Group this. First page, and the same way we just duplicate this, and instead of first we can say second page, and we can align together. So this is the second page or the second content, and next we need the next. So just duplicate this and make it page 3. So we can say here third page. and here we can say this as a page 3. So we have this page 1 2 3 or a content. We'll come to the local variable, and here we can make it duplicate variable. Okay, we don't need a numbers, we need a boolean, so we can delete this and create boolean. So we can say first page contain, which will be true by default, and whatever page or whatever page number you want to highlight, that you can make it true. So here I'm making page 1 true and page 1 content will be true. So duplicate this and make it second page, which will be false because only one can be visible at a time. Duplicate this and can say third page, which will be false. Now come to here, select this page 1 entire group, pass through layer, and here you can say page content 1 true. So next second page, and here you can select second page content, and now the third, so it will be get hidden third page. Now whatever interaction we have given, just we have to make it this page true. So this is the page number 1. We'll come to the prototype, and here we can say just add one, where you can see active one true and remaining all are false. So we'll add here set variable first page true, and once the first page is true means remaining all should be false. So for that also set variable second page false, and again will come add here set variable third page false. So same way we come to the page number 2, and here we can add set variable second page true and remaining two pages means page 1 false and page 3 false. Now come to the page number 3, and here add set variable page 3 true and remaining page 1 contain false and page 2 contain false. So in previous also we have added, so come to the click interaction, and here is the current page 2, which is page 1 is getting true. Here you can see here active one is true. So here you can add set variable page 1 true and remaining all false. So set variable page contain 2 will be false and page contain 3 will be false. So here in the condition 3 means while current page is 3, so it is coming to the page 2 while clicking on the previous. So here page 2 will be active. So from here you can see active 2 is true. So add this set variable page content 2 true, and the same way can add for page content 1 false and page content 3 false. So same for the next also we can do. Here the current page is 3. So we need to add set variable third page contain true and remaining 2 false. So set variable first page contain false and again second page contain false. So same way here current page is 2 means active 2 is true, page number 2 is true. Now we need to add set variable page contain 2 true and page contain false and page contain 2. So now it is coming to the 3 false. So let's preview. So here one, second page, third page, second page, first page. So this is entirely working fine without creating any multiple layers, and we are not using the wires to connect each other. And overall this pagination control we can use for the any of the content, because in last I have created the content. So whatever content is there, you can keep it show and hide using the variable which is here. So create the variables and make it this content. So any of the content you can move around according to the user click. If it is a previous, it will come to the 3 to 1, and if it is a next, it will come to the 1 to 3. So this will work as a component, means we can convert this to the component and we can use for the any of the content to make the pagination working. So how is the lesson? Please write on the comment. And this trick to tracking the page number and creating this pagination. Thank you very much. Please add your comment. Thank you.